Hello everybody, my name is Louis and welcome back to Xbox Live Gamer Hub. Today we will be taking a look at Forza Horizon 3, the next installment in the Horizon series. In Horizon 3 you are transported to the harsh, deadly and beautiful continent of Australia, sliding sideways through city streets, playing dirty in jungle trials and getting air in golden deserts. Horizon 3 will leave any petrolhead gagging for the chance to get behind the car they have only dreamt about and then some. So right off the bat, the first thing you have to notice about Forza Horizon 3 is that it's absolutely gorgeous. The sheer amount of attention to detail is almost scary. Because I own a car that's in the game, I often find myself looking around in first person view to make comparisons with the interior, and they have it bang on. Even down to the texture of the materials. One thing that really makes you feel as if you're hurtling around on the freeways of Australia is the lighting. You can almost feel the heat from the sun. If racing in the early morning or late evening, expect to crash a lot, because you can't help but look at the scenery more than the traffic. The graphics seem to go up a level after a rainstorm, and the sun pokes through the clouds and reflects off the wet road. Just something to appreciate when you think how far we've come in the last few years. But of course, looks aren't everything. Do the rest of the features back up the graphics? Well, then let's talk about probably the most important thing here, the cars. Well, there's a lot to choose from. Over 350 in fact, and that's just on day one. From Fiats to Lamborghinis, Fords to Bugattis, you will never be short of choice. There's also UNSC Warthog from Halo to tear apart the jungle in as well, if those 200mph hypercars aren't enough. Every time I go through the cars list, I find a new car that I want to buy, which really gives you the incentive to carry on racing and rack up all those important credits. So speaking of races then, before you do anything in the game you are thrown into a race that will introduce you to Australia and let you drive two very different types of cars. This will lead you to the festival site where you seem to be the star of the show and everyone wants to race you. The festival site is a kind of hub where your garage is located and where racers will highlight in the open world map on the general area of the festival. As you progress through your career you will unlock new festival sites in different environments of Australia, giving you the chance to race on many different types of terrain the game has to offer. Races come in all shapes and sizes, from the classic circuit race to the get from A to B by any means necessary. This will have you scaling hills, smashing through cornfields and wading through rivers, and is an incredible amount of fun. For the most part, races aren't limited to the type of car you are driving. Your opponents will adapt and use a suitable car that has similar specs to yours. If you do come across a strictly off-road race and you don't have an eligible car, the game will offer you one for free or at a reduced price. These will then be for you to keep and to do with as you please. So the map in Forza I would say is average. Nothing groundbreaking, but not a size you would be dissatisfied with. It merges all the different environments well and it doesn't feel like there are sudden harsh boundaries between them, say between where the jungle ends and the desert starts. There's a great variety of types of roads. Long sprawling freeways, tight driftable junctions and rough dirt tracks means that no matter what car you're in, it feels at home. One thing Horizon 3 does fantastically is sound. Be it the car or the environment, I always found myself 100% immersed. For example, if you've just purchased a stock car, drive around for a bit and have a listen. Then upgrade the car and listen for the difference. It honestly feels as if the Horizon 3 team have bought and upgraded the cars in real life to get the most authentic sounds. Now music in the game is incredible. There really is something for everyone on a range of different radio stations. From metal, classic to EDM to hip hop, you will always be able to find a race ready song to suit your taste. And even when you've had enough of the in-game music, you can switch to the Groove app and listen to literally anyone you want. Horizon 3 also comes with the free trial, so I now listen to my favourite songs whilst racing and I couldn't be happier. I think this should be a feature all games have. Now Groove doesn't just play the music over the game, it works with it. My music actually comes out of the speakers at the festival site and adjusts its volume during key moments of the game just like it would of in-game music. I've spoken to a lot of people about their experiences with Forza Horizon 3. Some completely new to the series and some who have been playing Forza for years. I found with some of the newer players that they feel it's just another racing game but prettier, and I honestly have to disagree with that. Yes, Forza's main focus is racing cars, but there's this huge network of people who find other means of enjoying the game. Take the painters for example. Some of these guys make full-on pieces of art. It's hard to fathom that some of these designs are made with nothing more but solid shapes, twisted, warped and scaled, to make something truly incredible. With thousands and thousands upon layers, I think some of these guys should be getting paid for what they do. And it's not just the painters. Tuning the cars to maximum performance also has a huge audience. Getting those gears and differentials just right to make that extra mile per hour on the top speed can produce a huge sense of achievement when it works. Rewards in Horizon 3 are plentiful. You can level up in the game by earning XP, and you can earn XP by doing pretty much anything. Winning races, holding drifts, hitting top speeds, triggering speed traps, and even finding placed destructible EXP barricades across the map. The amount on these barricades depending on how hard they are to reach. So when you level up, you are able to take a free spin of a prize wheel. If you are a player of recent Horizon games, then these will be familiar to you. But basically you spin a wheel and you'll receive a random prize. These will be either a cash reward or a free car. You will also earn skill points when you're progressing through your career. These can be used for a number of awards, from limited time perks to instant cash and EXP rewards. Another way to reward yourself with free cars is to find them in run-down and desolate barns. These cars will look like they are way past their sell-by date, but with a bit of Aussie spit and polish, you can get these vehicles back to working order. To see these cars go from piles of rust to being put back to their former glory is awesome, and there's lots to be found, so make sure you keep an eye on your map for potential treasure. So before wrapping up, I would like to show you one of my favourite features, and it's made my job as a video content creator 100 times easier, and that is the drone mode option. This is exactly what it sounds like, and it gives you the ability to essentially have a real-time free camera. This makes cinematic shots like these so easy to do, and it's what makes video editing fun for me. The fact that I can have the shot I was thinking of the night before in my head makes me feel amazing. It's what makes games like Forza and Skyrim so fun to record and edit for, because of this freedom. So just another tick in my book. So I was sat playing Forza for a good hour trying to think of cons for the game. I've said nothing but good things, and I feel as if I need to do the fight for and against to make a relevant and unbiased review. But honestly, I can't think of anything. I could understand if people may feel the game is a little too unrealistic with some of the sheer speeds and jumps you can do throughout the game, but that's what Forza Horizon is all about. If you wanted that simulation feel, then surely you should be playing the Forza Motorsport series. I've tried and I really can't fault in what I can honestly call the perfect racing game. I don't think I've rated a game higher since the original Skyrim release. Here at XBLG, Forza Horizon 3 is a huge thumbs up, a must have for any gamer. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also be sure to follow Xbox Live Gamer Hub on all the socials. All the links will be in the description, and I will see you all in the next one.